Yeah, I'll record it. Okay. There were a number of questions about the recitation section. For some reason in ASAP, it's called the laboratory. I have no idea why. And it's especially confusing because there is a logic design laboratory, but it's a separate course. It's 2511. It's taught by Dr. Patrick Benavides, not by me. So I don't have anything to do with that per se, except that we do try and coordinate a little bit. So that's confusing to students. The subsections of this course are recitation sections. And the TA was supposed to meet with me today, and he was maybe going to log on to this. And if he does, I'll introduce him. Oh, let's see. Yeah. But if he doesn't, I guess we'll just miss him. So anyway, questions? So hopefully, once I meet with him and kind of explain what to do, he will send out an email, and he will he'll tell you how he wants to do the recitation sections. He'll probably do them on Zoom, and he'll hopefully do maybe a couple of choices a week on Zoom. All right. Does anybody have any questions about sort of how the course is organized? So, most weeks there'll be 3 videos. Most of the videos have a quiz associated with them. Sometimes they don't. A few don't, and they say that after the video. The numbers for the videos and the numbers for the quiz match. So when you do a video, then look for the quiz. If you don't find a quiz with the same number, then you're okay. But most of them do have quizzes. Every week on Monday, all the quizzes for that week should be visible. And then you have to do the quiz before 11:59 p.m. on Saturday of the same week. So Monday you can start, you have to finish by Friday. And obviously, you're normally going to listen to the video, watch the video, and then you're going to answer the questions in the quiz. The quizzes are set up so that you have, I think, 15 minutes to answer the questions. And if you're registered with Disability Services for extra time, then you get 1.5, you get 150, you get 1.5 times the time, or something. Or if you get double, you get double, whatever. But anyway, so it does account for DS students. All right. Anybody else? The prerequisite says it's an Abet requirement. What does that mean? So the Abet, and I don't even know what those letters stand for, but it's the organization, which is essentially, I think, a consortium of most of the engineering universities in the country. There are probably a couple of universities that don't play. MIT is probably one of them. They probably take the view that we don't have to because we're the best. So whatever we do is accredited, and we don't care if somebody accredits us or not. But everybody else likes to be accredited. And what they do, they come and visit us. If they give you full accreditation, they give you 6 years, and then they come back every 6 years. And there's several things they want to do. They want to review, see what your degree programs look like. They want to talk to some of your instructors. They want to talk to some of the students. So we usually get a little panel of students together for them to interview, and they usually interview the students and kick any of the professors out of the room so that the students can speak freely. And then they also, one of the main things they want to see is, what are you doing for process improvement? Where do we see evidence that the professors that teach the courses are using best practices and are working to improve their courses every semester? One of the best practices is to do a prerequisite test, to evaluate the prerequisite test, to see if you need to modify your course because of this new crop of students who may know more or may know less than the previous crop of the pertinent sort of prerequisite subject matter for the course. For this course, there's really no prerequisite per se. So it's kind of silly to have a prereq test, but the powers that be, including, I guess, the ABET guys, wanted us to have one, so we do. And so I made an ABET quiz. I made it in a couple of parts, or maybe 3 parts. I can't remember which. I have to look to see. Well, maybe I'll look. Let's see where I put the ABET. Here, I'll share my screen. You can see. So here's the Blackboard for the course. And let's see, I think it's all the way at the bottom. So let's go down and look. Yes. Okay. So there's a prereq test, which was the whole test, but I hid that and I broke it into 2 pieces. I did that to make it easier for me to evaluate it. So now it's 2 separate tests, same number of questions, but you do it in 2 separate tests. They're graded automatically. So now I get 2 scores, one that tests your foundational knowledge in logic design and maybe number systems, and the other one tests your one is number bases and binary information, and then the other is logic knowledge about logic gates. So those are the 2 areas, and theoretically then, if I see that you're particularly weak with your number foundation, I'll spend a little more time on that. If I see that you're particularly weak with the gates, and I'll spend a little more time on that. That's the idea. And like I say, it's kind of goofy for this course because really there's no prerequisites. So it's kind of we're sort of checking a square on this one, I think. But we do seriously try and do process improvement, and we genuinely want to have, we want to look good for ABET when they come and they inspect us. So last time we were inspected, we got 6 years and there were no major findings. So that was good. Hopefully we'll do that. And we're going to get inspected in 2 years, I believe. So we're seriously preparing courses. Right after we get inspected, we have a little hiatus where we kind of get to take a break for a while. But we're in the heat of it now. The stuff we're collecting and doing now will probably be looked at. I mean, you never know for sure, but that's what they do. And we have to prepare a report at the end of each semester that's somewhat complicated and takes a long time to do, and it's a pain in the butt, but that's what we do. All right, any other questions? And no, it does not count against your grade in any manner, shape, or form. I think I said that underneath both of those, actually. Yeah, I did. Although I've had that question asked a couple of times. All right. Well, so this is really your time. I just wanted to give you a chance to ask questions and make sure that things were sort of working okay. And you can always come on Monday at 12:10 office hours, same link. And you can ask questions then. So feel free to do that. And I might redo some of the videos. I have to see. I know the resolution is poor in the first few videos because when I did these last fall, I didn't know how to get higher resolution in the video program I was using, which is called, what is it called? It's called let's see, OBS Studio. So I don't know if you've used that. It's a little confusing how to get better resolution. So, but I finally figured out how to do a little better, and so now it is better. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes when Facebook uploads it, they upload it differently and they make it high definition or something. Don't ask me how they do that. But anyway, I know the first few were low res. They were like, I don't know, pretty low res, so they weren't that great looking. All right, any questions? Let me see, there might be 2 in the chat. Oh, here it goes. Going off of Jesse's question, are you assigning us groups? Okay, so I'd like you have till the first test to work on this. But once we take the first test, then you seriously need to be in your group. So what you should do is try and connect with some of the other students. I I know this is an online course, so you're not going to see them per se. But if you have other classes with them and you recognize them, I don't know. What I did last year, some groups formed on their own, and then everybody else got put into a mix, and I assigned them randomly. So that's what happened. And I'll do that again if need be. But if you want to form your own group, then now's the time to work on it. You can have 5 or 6 people in the group. 5 is probably a good target. Okay, questions? Let me look and make sure I covered all these. See, assignments groups, how long will the group? So you'll basically start on the group project shortly after the first test. It'll take you a little bit of time to cover more material, so you're actually ready to do it, so you have enough knowledge to do it. And then and we'll work on it until just before the second test. And I want everybody to present their their project, their solution before the second test. And if you look at the syllabus, it's there in the syllabus. Let's see. Let me share my screen. And we'll bring this up. We go up to the syllabus. Okay, and then okay, so if we go all the way down here to the section, see, is this it? No, I don't think so. Oh, here it is. So you'll notice here on week 9 and week 10. So week 9, we have project presentations. Yeah, so I guess it's all week 9. So this week, there are 3 days for project presentations. We'll try and do, we'll have 3 live Zoom sessions. I think they're just 3. Yeah, 3 live Zoom sessions. And so I'd like you to sign up for one of those live Zoom sessions and actually present your project here on this week, October 18 to 22. And if for some reason you can't get that done, or you don't want to do that, then you can do your own Zoom presentation at a different time, and you can let Zoom just record your presentation, so you can all be at different places if you want, and then you can upload that to the, let's see, there's a folder here, group project folder. So that's where you can upload it to, I think. Yeah. All right, so that's usually how we do that. Any questions about that? And one of the reasons I like to do it that way, if we can do it live, I'm going to try and see if we can have some communication majors come on Zoom along with, and then give you some instant feedback on the quality of your presentation. It's a little tricky because they can't assess things like eye contact and how engaged your audience was all that well because of its Zoom, but they can definitely evaluate things like filler words, things like that. And they can also talk about your voice, your tone, whether you conveyed excitement or whether you just monotonically spewed it out like you were totally disinterested and weren't excited about it. And so if we do that, I think that's very helpful. So we'll try and do that. No, you don't have to worry about formatting your name. When you turn it in on Blackboard, it automatically gets logged in by Blackboard standards. I'd like you to have a group of 5, but if you really want to have a group of 3, you can do that. Okay, I think that's everything. All right. So with that, if anybody has anything they want to add, go right ahead. Okay, last chance for questions. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay, so thanks for coming. And I will see you, well, I'll be in office time at 12:10 on Monday. And then I may try and have another time next week to let people ask questions, and I'll see if I can encourage a few more people to sort of show up for that one. All right. And I will post this video on Blackboard. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.